Imagine my annoyance after coming across this beautifully well put together season 2 Mike Willer edit.
I don't understand.
Fine, that's fine. Just do not blame her. All right? She's upset enough as.
I don't blame her. I blame you. I blame you.
That's okay, kid. That's okay.
No, nothing about this is okay. Nothing about this is okay. You're stupid, disgusting lies, you piece of shit.
Stop it.
Liar.
Stop it.
Liar.
It's okay.
Liar.
Stop it. Stop it.
Liar. Liar.
Only for me to open up the comments and see people talking about Byler and Milevens. Which, okay, I understand that Byler and Milevens are going to be brought up when it comes down to Stranger Things. I get it. However, the edit was obviously just more so referencing Mike Willer being a complex character and how the creator of the edit missed that emotional Mike from season 2, or from at least previous seasons, compared to what we got from season 5 Mike, which we can even admit is a lot more emotionless or a lot more suppressed with his emotions than we've ever seen him before. And I'm going to be honest with you guys. I think it's really interesting how definitely recently Byler will be brought up even when Byler is not even mentioned. People love to say that Bylers are obsessed with talking about, well, Byler, but people that don't even ship Byler will bring them up.
Oh, don't make that face. Uh-oh.
Out of nowhere, for no reason. Because once again, watching that edit, why would you bring up Byler out of every ship? If anything, especially with the beginning part of how angry Mike was at Hopper, you would think that more so it would have been more leaning towards Milevens, which is also funny because the creator of said edit literally had to make a statement about her actually being a shipper of Byler and how she really loves that ship, and how she was tired of people complaining and arguing about Byler and Milevens in her comments section. Which, once again, although I've only shown you 2 comments from her video, if you were to go back and literally search through those comments, yikes. People are bringing up Byler when Byler is not even being talked about within people's comments. People are arguing about Milevens and whether Milevens and Byler, who's the more popular ship, and this and the other, who have more chemistry. Which, if you really want to get into it, I can talk to you guys about that, which will be later. For now, let's talk about the loss of Mike Willer as a character. We all understand that Mike Willer is a very much emotionally suppressed character, chemically, right? We theorize and we understand, if we were to all watch the show, that Mike Willer struggles very hardly to show his emotions, especially when people are needing him to express himself in a proper way. A perfect example of this would be the argument that Mike and Eleven had in season 4 about her feeling like Mike didn't love her anymore, didn't say it, nor was he able to show it through his actions.
I care for you so much.
Care. But you don't love me anymore.
Who said that I didn't?
You can't even write it, Mike. From Mike. From Mike. From Mike. From Mike.
Okay.
We also saw it within his friendship dynamic between season 3 and 4. Specifically his dynamic when it came down to always hanging out with Elle in season 3, and Will, of course, feeling like he no longer cares about his friends, no longer necessarily cares about him.
Yeah, Mike, that's the problem. You guys are never in the mood anymore. You're destroying everything, and for what? So you can swap spit with some stupid girl? Elle's not stupid. It's not my fault you don't like girls.
Also, we actually saw it when it came down to season 4. Specifically, once again, his friendship with Will. Will expressed to him in both seasons 3 and 4 that he felt like Mike has not been a good friend, that he's been a shitty friend, he's been an asshole.
Well, what about us? What? Well, you're mad that I didn't talk to you? Seems like you made it super clear that you're not interested in anything I have to say. That's just not true. You've called maybe a couple times. It's been a year, Mike. Meanwhile, Elle has like a book of letters from you. That's because she's my girlfriend, Will. And us? We're friends. We're friends. Well, we used to be best friends.
And if, once again, we were to watch those seasons back, I think the one thing that ultimately we can all admit, Mike was an asshole when it came down to his friendship with Will, and of course, with the others throughout those seasons. Mike Wheeler is genuinely a very complex character. I love the fact that he was so emotionally suppressed. I love the fact that we got to see him being emotionally suppressed, struggle with actually expressing himself through his actions and his behaviors, and definitely through his words. He was definitely one of my favorite characters. And then you come across season 5 Mike Wheeler and you're like, what the fuck happened to him? Now, let me clarify. I'm not saying that the Mike Wheeler we got was horrible. I'm not saying he was completely emotionless. Would not say that at all. I feel like he definitely showed concern here and there. I feel like there are some points where he did hit, and there was definitely some others where he didn't. Too many where he didn't. A big part of my frustration with this season was that I feel like his character was actually sidelined. I feel like there were certain things of which he should have been more present and more forefront in compared to how others were pushed in the front. I have to be real with you guys. I understand that the Duffer Brothers purposely set up his character ending within the finale, the epilogue to be open ending, right? The character arcs to be open, for us to come with our own interpretations for these characters. But let's be real, in my personal opinion, I think that's just really lazy writing. Lazy because we could have gotten a more better represented Mike Wheeler throughout the entire season, instead of us waiting for the finale and the epilogue to show some authentic, genuine, loud emotions from Mike, the emotions that we got from previous seasons, including 3 and 4. Mike Wheeler as a character truly and genuinely deserved better. I feel like he could have gotten more. I feel like he could have been represented more. What happened to him carrying a lot more weight in the finale, which, yeah, we definitely got. However, why didn't we get that weight of him being able to carry from previous episodes? Why does it feel like there's moments where he seems so muted and he seems so hesitant compared to the way that he would probably react in previous seasons from different scenes? What is going on? All right, now let's talk about the ships. Let's talk about Mike Wheeler and Jane 11 Hopper, and let's talk about Mike Wheeler and Will Bylers. And okay, Milevens, quick little question. Were you guys truly pleased and satisfied with the way that Mike and Eleven's relationship, their entire dynamic, was represented in this season? Were you guys happy with their dynamics? Were you guys happy with that end scene between the two for the Purple Rain scene of Eleven saying goodbye? How did you guys actually feel about their entire dynamic this season? Was I the only one that felt like their entire relationship, friendship was just open in the air? Was I the only one that thought for a moment there that they weren't together romantically until she said goodbye to Mike at the very end? Please tell me I'm not tripping. If I am, that's okay. But honestly, don't lie. How did you guys feel about the way that they closed out that dynamic? Did you guys feel like it was resolved properly? Or do you feel like a lot of things were unresolved? Be honest. Bylers, hey.
It take you that long to find it?
It does.
I am new to the Bylers ship myself, but I am asking you guys a genuine question, and do not lie to me, okay? How do you guys feel, despite it, of course, not being in-game? Do you guys feel like Mike and Will's friendship, platonic friendship, was represented properly in this season? Do you guys feel like the scenes that they were in hit? Did you guys feel like the concern that they typically show for each other and the protectiveness that they show for each other was represented in the show, in the season properly? Also, One more question. How did you guys feel about the friends, no thanks, best friend scene? Watching that back and watching it for the first time, that little diabolical pause he did before saying best friends.
Friends? No thanks. Best friends.
I'm thinking this is about to be some type of fucking confession, and we were about to get a little scenery of Mike realizing his feelings for Will, and then he said best friends, and I said, oh, right.
Yeah, right.
I just don't know, you guys. It might be a little bit different for me because I actually, was becoming an adult when this show first aired in season 1. Like, I was 17 going on 18. So the way that my perception of the show might just be a little bit different. But, growing to even love the character arcs, the dynamics, the pairs and such on the show, and then watching season 5, it just didn't give me what I guess technically expected. It wasn't something that I feel like I could walk away from and be like, I'm satisfied. If I were to rate the entire season 5 altogether, I would actually rate it I'd a high D plus, maybe a low C minus, like a 6.5, 7 out of 10. So it was still a decent watch, but the finale just left me really unsatisfied. I really wanted more. I kind of expected more with the way that everything was done in previous seasons. I feel like there was a complete shift, especially in volume 2 and especially in the finale, and I don't know what the answer is. I don't know what happened. I don't know if this was all genuinely done on purpose. I don't know if the actors really loved their ending. I don't know if the writers truly liked what they gave us. I don't know. But what I do know is that everything is, as the Duffer Brothers said one more time, led to our imagination. So, of course, I'm going to create the positive endings that I want. I just wish that they actually gave us something more resolved to create from.